Hey everyone, hello again. Welcome back to another edition of Real Talk with Yolanda. I thank you for tuning in today. So we are pretty much in full swing with our 2020, and you know that one of the big things we talk about here on Real Talk with Yolanda is health insurance. So many of my viewers are seniors or those that have Medicare. And there's been some changes, some things you've changed last year that went into effect in January. You should be in full swing of it now. You should have your new cards. You should have your new summary of benefit book. You should also have a new evidence of coverage booklet. And it could be as big as just maybe a piece of paper, giving you an outline of what your plan covers you for. Those things you should already have. If you don't have them, contact the plan directly. Speak to them so that they can send out, verify, and I'll say that again, verify your address, the apartment number if necessary, the phone number, anything like that that you need to verify with them while you have them on the phone. Every single time you speak to them, verify your contact information with them, okay? Because I found that a lot of stuff falls by the wayside when they put in applications or something is remiss and it gets forgotten about, and then you never get your mail. Okay, it's hard enough to get our mail through the post office, so now we need to make sure we give them no excuses not to deliver our very precious and important information. Okay, so let's just start with a couple of things. Hope you have your pen and paper ready, because we're just going to give you just a couple of things. Some of you may already know, some of you may not know, but I'm going to give you some refresher. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to call this a refresher right now. Here, 2020, Medicare has made some changes in the amounts. So first of all, remember, Medicare and Social Security are two different entities. Two different things. Medicare handles your medical benefits. That's a federal program. Social Security handles your money. So we know who handles our money, Social Security. Medicare is going to handle those medical benefits. That's where the Medicare card comes in. Every single one of you, I must say this now, every single one of you that are Medicare eligible should have received a new Medicare card by now that has taken off your Social Security number. There should be not one card that is all numbers on it with a letter A or B or D or anything at the end of it. It should all be a mix-up of letters and numbers. It'll be all different ones. Some of us remember them, some of us will not. But this is for your added security. You must have that by now, and you must give that new card information to your doctor or provider's office, because without it, they're not going to be able to bill Medicare on your behalf. Okay, we don't like getting the bills. People get scared, they push them to the side, and next thing you know, it's 3-4 months later and you're getting a collection notice. Don't do it. Just call the office, give them the right Medicare number. It's probably something as simple as that. Okay? All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. 2020 Medicare Part B, premium per month. Now I'm saying that slowly because I want you to understand they use Part B for different things. That phrase, Part B, and I want you to know which one I'm talking about. The Medicare monthly Part B premium, the amount that comes out of your Social Security check before you even get it, is going to be raised to $144.60 per month. 144.60. That's an increase of about $88.80 per month from last year, 2019. So yes, this amount can go up yearly. That's something that we don't have really control over. But once again, you need to make sure your voice is heard with your legislators and who you vote for, so that maybe they can speak on your behalf. You send them there, let them work for you. Again, your Medicare Part B monthly premium is $144.60. I'm telling you this now, so when it gets to November and December, a lot of people, that's when you start to remember how much is supposed to come out your check. No, we're going to remember it now. You can figure in the amounts, you can figure out how much you're going to be spending for the year. You're going to do all of that then. But it's $144.60. That's for the Medicare Part B premium. That Medicare Part B, as in boy, is covering you for your doctors as well as other outpatient services. Okay? So when you have the doctor, you go to your primary doctor, your heart doctor, all those types of specialists, that's billed to Medicare Part B. The other part is that outpatient services, labs, x-rays, things like that, MRIs, all that starts out at the Medicare Part B. It gets billed to that part first. So that's what you're having every month. You're paying a monthly premium. We remember what a premium is. A premium is a cost that we incur in order to have a particular coverage. So you can think of it like this. Your Medicare Part A, you get for hospital. Majority of us have already paid into that, which means it's already covered. You receive that automatically. Part B is a monthly premium that you receive, that you have to pay into every month. So that's $144.60. Can somebody put up a counter and probably see how many times did I say $144.60 so far? You should have that etched in your head by now. 144.60 is going to be taken out of your Social Security check every month. The people who don't have that taken out are people that are eligible because of their income. They're eligible for the state Medicaid program to pay that for them. Now, that doesn't mean that they pay all of their expenses, because there are different levels of that. And that's something we can get into later. But that's also something you can call me about. We can talk about it and see if you're eligible for it. If you're not eligible now, you might be eligible later on. We'll talk about that. $144.60. That's the monthly premium for the Medicare Part B. Now, usually right about now when I'm doing a presentation, I'll ask someone to tell me, what is that Part B premium covering? Well, again, it's covering your medical for the doctor and outpatient services. Okay? Now, here's a little confusing part. There is a yearly Medicare Part B, B as in boy, deductible. Deductible. Now, I said a premium. Premium is what you pay every month in order to have the services. A deductible is a portion that you pay before the plan kicks in on all of its portion of that it's going to cover. So, the Medicare Part B deductible for 2020 is $198 for the year. Doesn't mean that that's going to all be taken out at one time, or you don't pay that all at one time when you go to a doctor or the lab all of a sudden. But it can be broken up into different increments as you go. So you could pay some of it when you go to the lab, some of it when you go to the doctor's visit, some of it when you go back to the doctor's office to get the labs read. All of that together can come up to, for example, the whole amount to cover that $198. Doesn't mean it's all going to be covered at one time. It could take months. You know, if you're healthy and you don't really go that often, could take months, or you could not even meet it throughout the whole year. All right? So that is something that can happen with the Part B deductible. All right? So, right now we're going to take a short break, and while you digest that, we're going to come back and then I'll talk about some of the other portions.
YSM Insurance. Let us help to put the pieces together. Have you been thinking about Medicare insurance coverage? Life is full of important decisions, but you don't have to make this one alone. YSM Insurance. We would be happy to meet with you one-on-one to discuss your needs. Please contact us at 302-229-6376. YSM Insurance for your Medicare options. We are Kamaj Entertainment and Fitness. Welcome back to Real Talk with Yolanda.
Hi, we're back with Real Talk with Yolanda. So before we went to break, we talked a little bit about the Medicare Part B premium and deductible. So remember, the Part B premium is what comes out of your Social Security check every month, and it's $144.60. the Part B deductible is a yearly amount that is broken down in parts when you use the services for Medicare Part B. And the Medicare Part B services, again, providers, your doctors, or outpatient services. Lab work, x-rays, things like that. That can happen with your Medicare, be paid under your Medicare Part B. Now I want to mention this. There are two situations. There are some people that are not drawing Social Security. So they've chosen to delay taking their Social Security money, but they are eligible for Medicare. Now it could be for different reasons. So that means that their Medicare benefits, they've earned enough for Part A, so they're getting their Part A benefit and they don't have to pay for that. However, that Part B deductible and that Part B premium per month, how does that work? If they're not taking out $144.60 directly from my Social Security check, then how am I supposed to pay that $144.60? Well, that can be done. And that's done usually, they bill you for it. Okay, so remember that. You can be billed and you have to pay that directly out of your pocket. So those are reasons to decide. And also you may want to speak to someone like myself and give me a call and we'll talk about and go over some of your options for that Medicare Part B premium per month so that we can make sure that you remember. I can remind you some of the reasons why and things that you're going to have to do. Okay, we could talk about that. Now the other thing I wanted to talk to you about quickly is about the Medicare Part B premium cost for those that are making over $87,000 a year. Now that brings up a whole different subject in a way that I think that's something either you're speaking to a financial advisor or you could check on some things on Social Security website or Medicare website. You can also give me a call. I have a breakdown of a chart that gives you some information and how do they get those numbers. So we could talk about that. The thing is that if you're making more than $87,000 a year, and that means that your Part B premium per month will always be $144.60, like for 2020. It's going to be more. That's because of the calculation of the amount of money that you received. So it's the income-related Medicare adjusted income. So they call it IRMA. So I'm trying to remember what the acronym actually stands for, but it's called IRMA. And with IRMA, if you earned over $87,000 at least 2 years prior, then you will receive a bill from Social Security saying that your amount for your Medicare Part B premium is more. It's going to be more than the standard $144.60. So I just wanted to say that, because if someone's sitting there and they're trying to wonder, well, why is mine not $144.60? Why am I paying more? You may have to contact Social Security so that they can do your calculation with you. Okay, so they should have done that and made you aware of it. But a lot of times, as many of us do, we don't remember until that time comes. All of a sudden we get a bill and then we remember that nobody told me that. Okay, you talk about nobody said it, but it's somewhere. It's written down somewhere for you. I can almost guarantee that it's written down. Okay, so we talked about our Medicare Part B premium, our Medicare Part B deductible. Now let's talk a little bit about Part D. D as in drugs. D like in dog. We're going to talk about the Part D, which is prescription plans. For those of you that do not have a Medicare Advantage plan, which it would include your prescriptions, you have chosen to do a separate Medicare drug plan, and that's the Part D. So if you chose a different drug plan by some of the various names that we have available to us here in Delaware, then you will be able to choose the different plans of different amounts. I hope that when you made your decision that you checked the medications and made sure that they were on the formulary. Okay? Even if you were on that medication last year, the year before, even if you were on that same plan last year, the year before, check the formulary. check the formulary. Again, because the formularies change. I myself had one that was very expensive last year. It was like a tier 3 and it cost me a lot of money. That plan changed it. It became now a tier 2. Woo! Yes, I am so happy about that. So that's going to look good for my pockets down the line. However, if you are on the opposite situation, the medication that you were taking for years, now the plan may not even cover that medication. You need to know that. And hopefully you won't get a surprise when you go to get it filled. Because that way you and your doctor can work together to find something that's beneficial to you. So remember, check the formulary for the Part D drug plans, okay? Definitely check the drug plans. Now, Part D drug plans. Part D is very important. It is basically, I would say, it's a mandatory benefit for you to take out when you become Medicare eligible. If you do not take out a Medicare Part D drug plan, when you become eligible for Medicare, you are subject to having a late enrollment penalty. So you probably heard that before. You're wondering, well, do I have to have a late enrollment penalty? I didn't choose a separate plan, but you might have something. So pump your brakes. Let's wait a second. Give me a call. Let's go through the scenario. Let's make sure that you're in compliance, as they say. You probably are, and you probably just don't even realize it. Okay? So, if, unfortunately, you have never picked a drug plan because for one reason or the other, it was too much, you'd never taken medications, you don't need it, that you felt it was wasted money, whatever your situation is, you need to find out if you're subject to a late enrollment penalty. Now, how a late enrollment penalty would actually, how's it calculated? It's a little convoluted, but I'm going to try to tell you a little bit of how it goes. Okay? For every month that you were eligible to enroll in a Medicare Part D plan, and you did not, so that's every open enrollment period from October 15th to December 7th of every year is the open enrollment period where you can change. For every year that you did not, and every month that you did not after that, pick a plan, it is calculated as a 1% percentage on the base rate of that year. Okay, I know that's like a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to tell you this. For year 2020, the base rate of a Medicare Part D premium of a Medicare Part D plan is $32.70, basically $32.74. So that's how much it is for 2020. So you can calculate that to know how much your monthly plan premium plus the late enrollment penalty together is what you'll pay per month to have a prescription drug plan. So just think, putting all that together, I've heard some scenarios of persons that may have turned out to be where they're now 80 years old and they stopped working when they were 64 or 65. Their benefits ran out. So they haven't had coverage on a Medicare Part D plan ever. And now they go to get into a Part D plan and it's costing them way more than even they would have paid on a monthly premium of a plan. Okay, so the basic plans right now, approximately $32. Okay, so I would say if you're receiving Medicare extra help from Social Security, you'll be able to enroll in a plan with assistance. That's going to help you out. So when I come back, we're going to talk a little bit about getting some of that extra help.
We'll be right back with Real Talk with Yolanda. YSM Insurance. Let us help to put the pieces together. Have you been thinking about Medicare insurance coverage? Life is full of important decisions, but you don't have to make this one alone. YSM Insurance. We would be happy to meet with you one-on-one to discuss your needs. Please contact us at 302-229-6376. YSM Insurance for your Medicare options.
Welcome back again. Real Talk with Yolanda. Now we are really having some real talk about some of our stuff going on here today. We talked a lot about our Medicare changes, about some of the monies. That's the important part. We didn't get into any other types of changes as far as benefits because most of that's already staying the same. Anything else with as far as your plan is concerned, you need to find out directly from the plan or the benefit advisor. Give me a call. We'll talk about some of the things for the different plans because as you remember, I do cover and I do help people enroll in different plans and we talk about them, okay? But one of the things I want to make sure to tell you about is a benefits checkup. That's one of the things that I think that's going to be important for most of us right now is making sure that the benefits that you're receiving are currently going to be the benefits that you are entitled to. If you're entitled to extra help, because you can do that all year round, you may be entitled to getting help with that Medicare Part B premium that you may not be aware of. We can see if you're eligible for that. Not everybody's going to be eligible, but we at least try. At least try. It does nothing, but it doesn't hurt you. What does it give you? Time. Okay, so check it out, see what's going on. Give me a call. You'll be able to find me. I'm going to put my number up, and then we're going to be able to talk a little bit more about it. Love to talk to you during the year. But we're going to get ready to get into our community corner. And under my community corner, we're going to talk about places. Some of the places you'll be able to see me. Some of the places you'll be able to come out and have some fun. And we're going to talk about how we're going to maybe get a little education, a little Black history this month as well, and a little bit more of our music. As you can see, you know my husband's a musician, Joachim. So as you can see here, we got a little guitar giving us helping us out on the set right now. And we're going to talk a little bit more about our community corner coming up. Thanks.
We are Kamaj Entertainment and Fitness.
Welcome back to the Community Corner with Real Talk with Yolanda. So, of course, we know that one Community Corner, I get a bunch of things that I think are kind of interesting that's going to be happening. This is Black History Month, even though we celebrate our Black history every single day. This is a Black History Month celebrations that are happening on, and I know many of you probably have many other things going on. I'm going to give you a few more. One of them is going to be, February 20th, the Route 9 Library. Now, if you're not familiar where the new Route 9 Library is, it's located in Newcastle on Newcastle Avenue, right on Route 9. So there's going to be a Black History Month celebration going on there. And it's going to be from, I believe, 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Now, the earlier you get there, the more information and the more good time you're going to have. You're really going to have a good time. I got it on very special authority that there's going to be a great DJ going to be there. And he's going to rock it out. Give us some rhythm and rock and blues information.
Rhythm rocks the blues.
All right, so we got some Rhythm Rocks the Blues on February 20th. And then February 21st, the next one, is going to be sort of a Motown Forever type of thing going on. And we're going to be at Sam's Church, in Wilmington, off of Shipley. Now, check us out for an update online. You can check out the Facebook page. You can check us out on YouTube. Delaware Info Now. You'll be able to see our connections at the end of the program. And check us out to get more updates on the time. Sam's Church, Wilmington, February 21st. It's definitely going to be in the evening, so be there. It's February 28th, Henrietta Johnson Medical Center. They'll be having a Black History Month celebration that day. It'll be early. I believe it'll be about 10 a.m. Be there. Get some information. It's not going to be as stuffy. It's come out. Get some resource information. Henrietta Johnson always gives you something nice to eat. They have some nice raffles. They have some nice stuff going on. Get to meet and find out what's going on in the community as well. I will be there. Stop by and say hello. See if I got a special gift for you or not. you definitely have to make sure that you said that you saw me on TV in order for me to talk to you and give you a special gift. All right? And then I'm going to bring up one last thing that I have found out. There's a program called Tomorrow's Change. They're located in Claymont Community Center. They do a lot of work with youth up until the age of 23. They do some counseling with them. They don't charge them for this counseling sessions. They do individuals, they do couples, they do families. They treat anxiety, depression, a whole lot of things that go on. And I wanted to, in the future, that maybe we'll be talking with them directly. So I don't want to say anything incorrect about what the services are that they do. But they will have on the 29th, they will be having a fundraiser. And that will be considered the Harlem Renaissance. Hey, brush off those dresses, ladies. I know you wanted to brush off some of those dresses and all that little fringe and all that and shake it up a bit. So you come on out. I believe the tickets, you can buy them online. You can look up Tomorrow's Change. It's Tomaro. Tomorrow Change. You can look them up. Hope to see you there. I hope that you come out and enjoy. It'll be, I believe, on the 29th at 7 p.m. So you can get some of that information online. So it's been real good catching up with you. And then we'll come back and wrap it all up in just a moment.
YSM Insurance. Let us help to put the pieces together. Have you been thinking about Medicare insurance coverage? Life is full of important decisions, but you don't have to make this one alone. YSM Insurance. We would be happy to meet with you one-on-one to discuss your needs. Please contact us at 302-229-6376. YSM Insurance for your Medicare options.
Welcome back, Real Talk with Yolanda. So I just want to wrap this up with a little bit of information for you too. We talked a lot about some of the things that are changing, and we know that change can be a little difficult for some of us. Change can be hard. However, sometimes it's important that things do change. So I want you to remember to do a couple of things for me. It is now February 2020. 2020. A lot of us didn't think that we would see 2020. So that means that we have to work hard. You worked hard to stay here and be here for 2020. We have to be vigilant in what we do. We have to be vigilant, work hard, and really get to it to find out the information on things that we want, things that we need. We have elections coming up in this year. You're going to hear a lot about elections going on here in the next couple of months. And right here on LAPA, we're going to be really bringing the information to you. So keep us tuned in. We're going to be here in Newcastle County and in Kent County. So keep us tuned in. Channel 190 and Channel 1097 in Kent County. So I'm Yolanda Muhammad. I thank you for tuning in and making me a part of your day.
This has been a DIN Media Studios production.